Voice is audible now?
Yes, yes, it's audible. So tell me about yourself, Pushkar.
Ma'am, my name is Puskar Singh and I'm student of class 12. I'm still preparing for my board exam. Even
Okay,
my pre-board exam is coming up, so I
okay,
still preparing for that.
okay. So you are preparing for your pre-board exams. So you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
taken which subject? Science, commerce, arts?
I took humanities in class 11.
Okay. You are liking humanity subjects?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have psychology also.
No, ma'am, I don't have psychology. I have economics.
Okay, you have economics. Okay. So why do you want to be fluent in English?
Because nowadays every field every field must have know English. English
Yes.
is must for everyone.
Yes. English is must for everyone and English is required in every field,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. That's
Okay.
why I am learning English in a very effective manner.
Okay. So what are you doing to improve your English?
Ma'am, nowadays I start making videos uh, for improving my English, and my videos I have been uploaded my videos since for 2 or 3 days. I have started this.
Okay. So you have started making videos and you have been uploading videos for a few
And
days.
I have make my separate notes. I have write everything, idioms, phrases, sentences, everything.
Okay. So it's not I have write, you have written. You can say I have written idioms, phrases, everything. You are doing practice by reading, writing, listening, everything.
Yes, ma'am. SLRW, ma'am, four trick. I have.
Okay. SLRW. Okay. Speaking, listening, writing, reading, right?
Ma'am.
So do you go to school every day or you have taken preparatory leave right now?
Yes, ma'am. I have taken preparatory leave.
When are your exams starting?
Ma'am, it has started from 26th.
So exams will start from 26th.
Start till this, ma'am. It will be start from 26th.
No, not it will be. You can say my exams are going to start from 26th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So have you studied tenses and practiced tenses?
Yes, ma'am. I have I have very much practice of tenses.
Okay. So you have practiced English tenses a lot, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
what
ma'am.
about school English teacher?
Ma'am, she is very nice.
Okay. So do you speak English with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do
I
your
have
classmates speak English?
no, ma'am. Some are speak, but some of them not speak.
Okay. So most of them speak Hindi only.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pushkar, where are you from?
Ma'am, I am from UP.
Okay. I also live in UP. UP is very big. Where in UP?
Ma'am, I am from Sultanpur.
Okay. You are from Sultanpur. And what about your family? Tell me about your family.
Ma'am, I have lived in a joint family,
I am
and
living in a joint family.
I'm living in a joint family, and my mother is housemaker and my father is businessman.
You can say my mother is a homemaker. It's not housemaker. My mother is a homemaker and my father is a businessman. And do
Yes.
you have siblings?
Yes, ma'am. I have two siblings and I have one my blood brother.
Okay, you have two siblings. So you have one brother and one sister also.
No, ma'am.
So since you have just one brother, so you should say I have one sibling.
No, ma'am. Two sisters.
Oh, you have two sisters.
Yes, ma'am.
You have two sisters and one brother.
Yes.
Oh, so then you have three siblings.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have three siblings. One is your brother. What is your brother doing?
Ma'am, my brother is doing B Pharma and my sister, one in class 8 and one in class LKG.
So you should say one of my sisters is in class 8 and the other one is in LKG.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
the one who is in LKG is very young. So how old is she?
She is 6 year old.
She's 6 years old. Okay. And the one who is in class 8, how old is she?
She is 12-year old.
Okay. You are four brother and sisters, right?
No, ma'am. I have two brothers and including me and two sisters.
So that means overall, total
Yes, ma'am.
four brothers
Overall
and
four.
sisters.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you all fight with each other?
Sometimes, ma'am.
The youngest one, your youngest sister who is in LKG, does she ask you to tell stories? Because young children are very fond of stories.
Yes, ma'am. She is always fight with others and she is very fickle in nature.
So she always fights with others.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you pamper her because she is so young?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to ask one question, ma'am. Can I ask, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, can you tell me how to make a conversational video on YouTube as you have to make?
As I make,
Yes, ma'am.
I generally record my videos on Zoom. I
Yes,
send a
ma'am.
Zoom link. I send a Zoom link on Instagram app or whatever. Today, actually, Zoom app was not working. There was some problem. That is why I am doing it on Skype. I send a Zoom link and then I actually record my sessions on laptop. So on
Yes.
laptop, when the Zoom meeting starts, there is a record button. I press it and then the conversation begins. After the conversation is over, I press the end button and leave meeting. Then the conversation recording gets processed and I get a recording. I send this recording to myself on my phone. I have to
Yes.
then edit that video and after that I upload it on my YouTube channel.
And can you tell me, ma'am, how to make a conversational, like you have to make a airport conversation, and that's how to make, ma'am. Ma'am,
Try tripod.
airport conversational videos, and yes, ma'am.
Airport conversation videos, in that I did role play of passenger and the air hostess. I myself played both the roles and I recorded the videos. Then I edited all those videos. I clubbed them together and put text in them so that the people who are going to watch the video can understand what is being spoken and they can read that. And then I save the video and upload it there. You will have to learn some editing to do that actually.
Tell
Editing is
me
required.
something. What can I do for improving my English? Can you tell something?
The basic thing is those four pillars that you are working on. If you keep reading every day, what are you reading these days?
Nowadays I'm reading my NCRT only and only.
Only NCRT will not work because that will only tell you about the subject. But the regular normal conversation, like when we are speaking to each other, those kind of conversations are not there in the NCRT book. Those are just subject related. So you should read
Yes.
other books like story books. You should read story books every day. I always tell my students, spoken English students, to read storybooks. When they keep reading storybooks for a while, for about 3 to 6 months, their English improves a lot. That is very effective. You should read stories every day. You should write something every day, whatever you want to. Maybe the summary of the story, or maybe you can write how my day went today, what I did today, anything that you want at the end of the day. And the third thing is watching English videos. I generally ask my students to watch English movies, serials, comedies, interviews, any content that they like. What do you like to watch on YouTube and Facebook and Insta?
Ma'am, I like to watch a podcast.
Podcasts.
Yes,
Podcasts
ma'am.
are not watched. We listen to
Yes,
podcasts, don't watch them.
ma'am. On my mobile, I have to watch, ma'am, and listen also as well as
What kind of podcasts do you listen to?
heroes, heroines.
You want to listen to content which is about Bollywood actors and actresses, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you can watch such kind of videos on Facebook and YouTube also, where they tell you about the lives of these actor and actresses and movies also. So that kind of content interests you. Like always watch English content. Let's say you want to watch comedy one day. You want to feel like watching comedy. In that case, you watch English comedy. When you start watching everything in English, start listening everything in English, and start reading everything in English, then your English will improve. But it will take a few years. It doesn't happen in 2 3 months or so. because it takes time to learn a new language.
Ma'am, can you tell me, is there any need of grammar for enhancing our English speaking?
Basic grammar and knowledge of tenses and forms of verbs, a few basic things are required, but other than that, you don't need to do any PhD in grammar to just speak well. For spoken English, you don't need to do a mastery in grammar. In written English, like you are in class 12, your English board exams, you will have to, master grammar concepts, because
Yes,
there
ma'am.
everything will be, scored. You should at least master the English tenses. You should learn all the forms of verbs. If you don't know second and third forms of verbs, you will not be able to make so many sentences.
Yes, ma'am. This is correct, ma'am.
What are your hobbies? What do you do in your free time?
Ma'am, my hobby is dancing and I'm very fascinating to learn vocabularies, new words.
Okay. What kind of dance do you like?
Ma'am, Western dance.
Okay, Western dance. There is hip hop, salsa, contemporary. So are you learning dance from somewhere?
I had I had learned since I was in class 8 in Lucknow.
Okay. Even now you are learning?
No, ma'am, because of
Okay,
my
so
class 12.
you had learned it when you were in class 8.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever some relative comes, do your parents ask, Pushkar, show
Ma'am,
your dance?
sometimes whenever function somewhere, then I have to
Whenever there
dance.
is some function, they ask you to dance. Huh?
Everyone asks to me.
Okay. Everyone asks you.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So you dance well. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me, who is your best friend in school?
Um, Actually, I don't believe on making friends.
Oh, you don't
I'm,
believe in making friends. Okay.
ma'am, but I'm ambivert, but
Okay. You are
I
ambivert.
don't believe in making friends
Okay. You don't like to make friends.
because most of the time, one I have, but he's my best friend, but
But
I don't make, I don't believe to make a friend, ma'am, because they are deceived.
oh, they deceive you.
Yes, ma'am. But I
Okay.
have one friend. He never
Oh,
deceived me.
so what's his name?
Ma'am, his name is Devansh, and he is
Devan.
very
He's very
earnestly talk us,
he is very
earnestly talk with me.
you have a girlfriend also?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. When did you go on your last family trip?
Ma'am, my last trip, I don't remember when I went.
You don't remember?
Yes, ma'am.
So you are going to leave your school after this year, right? In
Yes,
2024, this will be your last year of school.
ma'am. Yes, very much, ma'am.
So what are you thinking of doing after class 12?
Ma'am, I have uh, think about after what will do after my class 12. I think that I will do um, firstly I will do graduation. Then after that I will give the net exam, and I want to become a English professor.
Okay.
So I will prepare for that.
Okay. So you will think after you do class 12 and you will do graduation first and then you will give net exam. Which is net exam?
Ma'am, it's for mandatory for everyone that who want to become a professor
Are you not taking the CUET exam?
because it's mandatory for um, common university entrance test for any which I have joined any institute, then it is mandatory to give.
Yes. My son is also in class 12. He will also give CUET exam. So he is in commerce and he is going to have his pre-board 2 exams on 26th only. From
Yes,
26th,
ma'am.
his
I
exams are
also
starting.
both second.
Yeah, his pre-board 2 are starting from 26th and your pre-board 2 are also starting from 26th.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you started studying for it?
Yes, ma'am. I have started my first exam. I have given.
So how much did you score in pre-board 1? Did they go well?
Yes, ma'am. It's quite well. Not so good. but I have to prepare continuously.
Yes, you will have to keep studying, and after pre-board 2, then you will again get preparatory leaves, and then you will have to appear for board exams.
Commerce and
Yes.
humanities, they get many days. They will get many. For us, humanities and commerce, there are lots of gap between exam.
So his final exams are starting from 22nd of March. Sorry, his final
Perfect.
exam starting
Fab.
from 22nd February, and yours?
Yes, ma'am. Same.
So yours are also starting from 22nd February.
First is English.
Yes. Yeah, he was telling me first is English. All the best for your board exams and do well. I hope you will do well. And your
Thank you,
English
ma'am.
will definitely be fluent. Don't worry. Just keep focusing on these four pillars. Okay, it was so lovely talking to you. I enjoyed a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, bye, ma'am. Thank you.